How about you?
I don't think so. You can have both.
Could I talk to you for a minute, Whitney? It's kind of important.
Sure. What is it?
Have you heard the rumor about Tiffany Thomas?
She's the girl that hangs out at the book cafe sometimes. I barely know her.
Apparently she's pregnant.
Wow. I mean, she's really young. Does she have a boyfriend or anything?
No, she doesn't have one. The boy got her pregnant isn't even talking to her now. He's acting like he barely knows her.
Oh, poor thing. Well, I wonder who the guy is that turned his back on her. Anybody that we know?
That's the worst part. They're saying it's Chad.
You know, how could I let things get so screwed up?
Don't blame yourself, Ethan. Love's not one of those things you can plan.
Yeah, but all the years I've known Gwen, I never had a moment's doubt that I would marry her and have children. I mean, sure, I've looked at women from time to time, but that never meant anything. I was in love with Gwen.
Till Teresa.
Yeah, I didn't see this coming. It just crept up on me.
I know the feeling.
Damn it.
Oh, it'll work, Ethan. Somehow it'll work.
Do you like a rose?
Oh, no, leave it. Luisa's father planted those roses for Pilar so she'd always remember how much he loved her.
Really? I didn't know.
I wonder if I'll ever know what it's like to be loved like that.
I didn't mean to upset you, Luis.
That's okay. I really needed to be reminded that nothing's ever going to happen between me and Sheridan anyway.
Hey, you don't know that for sure. You know, I mean, nobody knows what the future's gonna bring.
I do. Because in this case, what might have been already happened. No, I just conveniently let it slip my mind for a while. And there's something about Sheridan that just makes me stupid, I guess. You know, I just didn't want to see that she was a crane. I didn't want to face the fact that the last time I opened my heart up to her, she just hung it out to dry. Hey, look, this isn't your fault, sis, all right? Tell me about this guy who's fallen for my beautiful sister.
Luis, maybe later.
No, this is important. That's recent, you know, just because this guy was born with a few bucks, you know, that doesn't make him bad. That doesn't mean he's a jerk like Ethan Crane. Who is he?
Do you like it?
I'll have you know, that was without a doubt the best tasting sandwich I ever had.
Wow. Have the other one.
No. Well, thanks, I'm full.
Okay. Chad is supposed to be the father of this girl's baby?
That's what people are saying, but you know what gossip's like. You can't always trust it. I just thought you should know. Promise me you won't tell anyone. I was sworn to secrecy, and if the person who told me finds out I blabbed, I'd be in a lot of trouble, okay?
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just not sure that I really believe that it's true.
I didn't believe it when I heard it either, but it's like the person who told me said. You never know with guys.
Yo, Whitney. Your sister just made a couple of great sandwiches. I mean, there's one left in the fridge if you're hungry.
So is it a deal, Mother? No more negative insinuations about Teresa getting in the way of my wedding?
I suppose.
Mother, you just heard Ethan say he loved me on the phone, which means that Teresa is the furthest thing from his mind. So I would really appreciate it if you would never utter her name ever again.
These really are the most exquisite pearls I have ever seen.
Did you just hear a word I said?
I'm not deaf. I mean, maybe I was wrong about Teresa. Maybe we have nothing to fear from her after all. I wonder if Ivy knows that Julian gave you these family treasures. Of course, it is only fitting. Because one day you will succeed her as the reigning queen of Harmony Society.
Can you stand it? In just a few days, I'm going to be the envy of every woman we know. God, I can't wait to walk down the aisle and become Mrs. Ethan Crane.
Just wish I knew how Teresa was doing with her brother.
You sure she was going to tell him about you two tonight?
Well, that's what she said.
Well, we haven't heard the explosion from across town, so maybe it hasn't happened yet.
Do you really think it's going to be that bad?
I'm afraid so. Luis is a great guy, but he's also one of the most hot-headed men I've ever met. I keep trying to tell him how different you are from Julian and Alistair, but he just keeps lumping you in with them.
Then maybe I should go over there. I mean, if Luis is going to lose it, then it should be with me, man to man. And I want him taking his anger out on Teresa.
No, Ethan, this is a family matter between brother and sister. If Teresa had wanted you there, she would have asked you. I mean, you don't want her there when you break the news to Julian and Ivy now, do you?
No, you're right. I just hate to think what Teresa's going through right now.
Come on, who is it? You guys know who it is? Oh, you do know. Fess up, who is it?
Luis, his name's not important, really. But I can tell you that he's a very decent person.
Well, see, I'm impressed. If he's got Mama's stamp of approval.
I shouldn't have made it sound like it was such a big deal. We haven't even been on a real date yet.
Well, good. I'll get to meet him before you do.
At least I don't think so.
Oh, well, what did I say?
Let me talk to Teresa outside. Come on. What'd you think you were doing, Teresa? You know how Luis feels about Ethan.
I thought if I showed Luis how happy I was that he might feel differently.
Forget it. All right, you can't tell him what Ethan said. It'll blow this family apart.
I won't let that happen.
Okay, even if we're strong enough to handle this, what about Ethan's end? You know, I don't know his family, but I know that they're gonna freak out if they find out he's calling off the wedding because of you.
I know it won't be easy.
Try impossible. I don't want to burst your bubble. All right, but you gotta see that I'm right. There is no way that it is gonna work out between you and Ethan.
It has to. I love him, and he loves me, and I'm not going to give him up. Not now, not ever.
What? Hey, why did you tell Chad I was making him something to eat? It was your idea for me to surprise him in the first place.
I know. I forgot. At least I got you two in here alone together.
All right, you're forgiven. He left my sandwich.
See, you're making progress.
I couldn't have done it without you, Kay. I thank you so much.
So what's up?
Nothing?
I think there is. A couple of minutes ago, we was on the verge of something. Now all of a sudden, you giving me the cold freeze. I mean, what'd I do wrong?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, no, I think you do, Whitney. You was about to tell me something. Something that had to do with us.
Well, you're mistaken. Because I don't have anything that I want to say to you.
Look, something's going down here, and I just want to know what it is.
You know, I don't see why anything I may or may not have to say to you should even matter. I'm not your type.
Say what?
You know what? You're